Hey everybody, Silver Stacker Cracker right here, Oklahoma, United States of America. Guys, happy coffee. We made it to Saturday. What a fantastic morning waking up this morning that we get to look at this, guys. Beautiful, beautiful copper. We haven't done a copper video in a while, and we're going to talk about, for all the new folks watching our channel, we're going to talk about, is it now the right time to start to stack some different metals? Start stacking some copper, guys. Now, all you stackers out there, your silver and your gold and everything, you've got to admit, everybody, it's hard not to want to stack some copper, guys. Copper is an absolutely beautiful metal, and it's very inexpensive to purchase and start collecting and start stacking. It has value, everybody, whether you decide that you want to sell it by the pound, or you want to buy things like this and collect these, like these Morgans. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful copper, guys. So let's talk about, wow. And they make noise too, just like silver, everybody. Let's talk about what maybe should you start with if you're buying copper and you want to start collecting and stacking copper. Copper is an absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous metal, everybody. And an inexpensive way to buy copper. And you got to understand the premiums are high on these. But if I was going to stack copper and I just started out, and I will tell you how I started out, everybody, these are basically what I started buying, because you can buy these much, much cheaper than, for instance, the bars, the 5-ounce bars, etc. back here. And so they're just absolutely beautiful. Look at this Indian head. All right. I mean, they do these things. They mimic the silver Indians, the golds, all those. And you can buy these. Let me give you an example. Right now, you can buy these for about, $1.50 a piece. Okay. The thing is, usually you're limited. You got to buy at least, you're not limited, but you got to buy at least 20, which these are fantastic gifts. I mean, I personally have not bought any more of these, and because I'm going to stick to the larger bars, but great gifts for somebody, for grandkids, everybody. They're beautiful, beautiful bars, but it's an inexpensive, way to get into stacking the copper if you want to keep some copper, everybody. I mean, let's look at a couple of these here. So we all know what these are. And everybody knows that I love copper. And so you even have like the Christmas. This is a Merry Christmas one that Mrs. SSC picked out. Everybody knows that copper is beautiful, and you can get these in many, many, many different forms. And I mean, they're just beautiful. I think this is the silver shield right here. Really, really cool. Very, very cool. There's so many different things you can do with copper. So, I mean, if whether you're buying it as a potential future metal increasing in value, which, by the way, copper is going up in value. I I believe right now is the right time to get into stacking some copper, everybody. Do you want to stack a whole lot? Do you want to stack this much copper? Well, I don't know. You might. It's fun. It's an absolutely beautiful metal. Very, very, very easy to take the tarnish off. Some people like the tarnish. This is a 5 ouncer penny, but it's very, very easy to take the tarnish off of copper, off this stuff. You just use distilled white vinegar and salt and stir it up real good. Put your copper in there and the chemical reaction, it's instant, everybody. So right now, copper is at roughly $4.54 per pound. Okay, so you're thinking $4.54 per pound, and you paid $1.50 for these. Well, yeah, the premium, or what I don't know that I would call a premium on these, but yeah, the premium's $1.50 on something like this, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, $4.54 a pound. Well, how many of these can I buy for $4.54 a pound if I paid just per pound? If you figure this up, you're paying a lot for these. But the bullion stuff, or what we call the bullion stuff in copper, like silver and gold, you can't really compare them, but it's an absolutely beautiful metal. I believe there is a huge future in copper. Look at this. Kind of a cool copper round, isn't it? There's a future in copper. I believe at some point there will be a shortage in copper, and it'll continue to increase the prices. I mean, copper's held 460, 462 all this week, everybody. And so it dropped down quite a bit. And, just like everything else, right? But I do believe there's a future for copper. This is why I keep copper. I have one of my viewers say, hey, how much gold could you get with copper? And I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. How much gold could I get with copper? Well, not very much, probably. Now, if I did sell one of these, by the way, if I sold one of these beautiful 1 kilo Germania bars, I might could get a little silver, maybe an ounce and a half or so of silver. I actually sold one of these for what I paid for it. These have actually gone up in price since I purchased them. These are the bigger bars. Uh, let's see here. This is a Geiger, big old Geiger monster. Oh, let's flip her around here. Really cool, 1,000 gram. Really cool, guys. Geiger is a very, very old mint. And these are really, really cool. And they have gone up in value. And that's why I stack the bigger stuff, the more well-known stuff. I have a lot more. That's a 10 ounce. I have a lot more of the smaller 1 ounce stuff. They call it ADVP, right? AVDP. Oh my gosh, SSC. Golly, but copper, man, I'm just telling you, it's like silver. I mean, once you get some, you're kind of hooked. It's a beautiful, beautiful metal. And I think the way to invest to start out, if you're on a big, tight budget, everybody, cool copper bullet, is to get some of the 1 ounce stuff. Beautiful, beautiful bars. My wife, Mrs. SSC, gives these out to customers when they buy their first home or second home or 18th home, whatever it might be. They love these things, guys. But I would say as you get into stacking more and more copper, if you decided to do it, I would recommend getting the bigger bars, the 5 ounce, the 10 ounce, the Germania stuff, the more well-known stuff. The polished bars, probably in my opinion, are the best by far. By far. Now they have some really cool stuff like the smaller hand-poured Geiger bars. I wish they had some of these in like Germania. It'd be kind of neat. But these are very, very cool. And so I've got some of those. I didn't really break it all out. I have a lot. I have probably, I'm going to say 500, 600 ounces of copper. It takes up a lot of space compared to gold, but so does silver. And it's an inexpensive way to start thinking about, hey, do I want to get into the money stuff? Do I want to get into the silver stuff? Or do I just want to have fun with this and see what the values are later on? You know, maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years. It might be a long, long time. And you never know. Your kids might be thanking you, everybody. Your grandkids might be going, hey, Papa, SSC. Oh, by the way, what do y'all think of my new watch? I'm pretty happy. Mrs. SSC got me a really beautiful, incredibly beautiful automatic watch. Gotta love it. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm going to take it on the cruise with me too. But, you know, your grandkids, you know, might go, Papa SSC, man, you were a smart guy when you bought copper bullion. Now, guys, this is different. All right. This is different than just your plain old scrap copper that you strip. You spend hours and hours stripping and then taking and selling. Now, granted, that's a pretty good way to make a little extra money, is to strip free copper. Matter of fact, I know somebody that does that. But as I've preached in my other videos, it takes money to make money. It takes money to make these, okay? It takes a lot of money to make these, but it costs the same amount to make these. So you're not going, you can't categorize this kind of copper. Excuse me for my, you know, sometimes it doesn't focus well. You can't categorize this for scrap. It's just, you can't do that. But it is beautiful. It's not the silver and the gold. It's not the value of the silver and gold. This is a good way to get your grandkids in on this. Teach them about metals. Okay, a good teaching metal, copper. And I believe in the future it'll be a good investment metal. It won't do as good as silver and gold by far. And some of the other things that we're going to show you later on in some videos is I'm going to pull out almost not everything, but I'm going to pull out things that I diversify in and I stack. And the reason why I started stacking a few other things. So I just wanted to do a little copper video, guys. You gotta, golly, you know, it all makes the same noise, right? I mean, beautiful. Copper is beautiful, guys. The rose gold or red gold or whatever you want to call it. Red metal. It's just a beautiful, beautiful metal. It's hard not to love it. it's hard not to buy it. And as I've slowed down a lot on buying copper, I might find a beautiful, beautiful bar or a coin that's really, really cool, or another one of these, and then yes, I'll pick it up and add it to my collection stack. I'm not sure how you would want to say stack copper or collect copper. Not sure just yet, but I've been doing it long enough that I know it is beautiful. But I would say in the future, after you get started, maybe starting out smaller with this kind of stuff to get the bigger bars. That's just the way to go for me, is the bigger bars. And they have some pretty cool. One of the guys, I think that's what you were talking about. Was it these that you were talking about? The odd shaped rounds? I'm not sure. Hopefully that's what you're talking about. I may have to go back in the video, but Silver Stacker Cracker right here, Oklahoma, United States of America. A little copper video. We love copper. And is it the right time to start stacking and buying copper? I think it is. I think that copper will continue to go up in value. Man, if you can't afford silver and gold and all that stuff, get you some beautiful copper, guys. You're not hurting yourself by buying copper by any means. What I recommend is polished, the beautiful polished copper, whether it be the small bars, the smaller 1 ounce coins, the 5 ounce, 10 ounce, the kilos, the Geigers or Manias, whatever you want to get. But I would start with the smaller stuff, work myself into the bigger stuff, and get the polished stuff, in my opinion. I do have some over here, some of these. Let's see here. Let me pull them out. Woo. Okay. Those are really cool, and they're polished, unique metals. But to me, that's kind of a paperweight, but it still has weight. It still has value. If I take that and, scrap it, well, I still have money. I may have lost a whole lot on those, and even these are kind of cool, great paperweights, great conversation pieces. So Silver Stacker Cracker out here, Oklahoma, United States of America, guys. Little Saturday copper video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you to like and subscribe on our channel. We're getting ready to go film Rich, the professor at El Reno Coin this morning around 10 o'clock, El Reno, Oklahoma. If you're in Oklahoma City, come see me, guys. Come see me. Let's get you on film. Buy some beautiful silver, golly, or numismatic coins. There's some cool stuff there, guys. SSC right here, Oklahoma, United States of America, guys. Hey, we're out.